Hello, wonderful viewers. Welcome to Science Blood Online class. Let's quickly attend to this problem we have on the board. It's not a problem. Wow. So today I will be dealing with the trick that guides atomic masses. Yes, on the first 20 elements. Okay, the trick that guides it. All right. Instead of you cramming, though I have discovered the easiest way to learn this. All right. So let's see how. Oh, all right. So here, this trick is so there is an exception on this trick. Okay, please understand what I'm trying to do now. There's an exception on this trick. Those elements. The first one is this element. Okay, this element. This trick I'm about to show you. This element said no for the trick. This one also said no for the trick. Now coming to this side, chlorine said no and argon said no. Now, how to remember this one that said no? You can just say Benkla. All right, I can just say Benkla. Let me just write it somewhere here. Ben dot Kla. Okay, so you can also always use this to remember them. All right. Now for this element, for this trick, it says how to know the mass of each one from first to 20 elements is in respect to their atomic number. In respect to the atomic number, you see how I arrange this. This is from 1 to 10, and this is from 11 to 20. See how I arrange this. So now all the even atomic numbers multiply it by 2 to get their mass number. Again, all the atomic, sorry, odd atomic numbers, multiply it by 2 and add 1. I repeat, all the even atomic numbers, multiply it by 2, you get the mass number. Then all the odd atomic numbers, you understand, multiply it by 2 and add 1, you get the mass number. That is just way. So that is the trick. Okay, now let's start. So for the first one, as you can see, now let me even define this. What is even and what is odd number? What are the even numbers? What are the odd numbers? When we talk about even numbers are those numbers that is divisible by 2 without remember, okay? Without remainder at all. You understand? But odd numbers are those numbers that is not divisible by 2. 2 cannot divide it. When 2 goes into it, it will have remainder. So that's what I mean by even and odd number. So any atomic number that carries even atomic number, any element that have a even atomic number, just multiply it by 2, you get the mass number. Then any element that has odd atomic number, multiply it by 2 and add 1, provided that element is under first 20. Remember the exception, the 4 exception concerning this trick. Okay, now let's start. Okay, now, okay, based on hydrogen, atomic number of hydrogen is 1. With hydrogen, you always know that it's always common. You understand? Both the valence, the atomic number, and their mass number is always 1. So any concern of hydrogen, always leave it there. All right. So this one is just 1. Okay, coming to the second one, which is helium. As you can see, this is an even number. This 2 is divisible by 2 as well. So you can just say 2 times 2 equals, what do you have here? That should be 4, which means the mass number of helium is 4. That's it. Then under lithium, as you can see that lithium is an odd number. This 3 is not divisible by 2. So what are you going to do here? You say 3 times 2 plus 1, and the 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 will give us what? 7. Okay, let's continue. Then this is beryllium, leave it there. So remember, is one of the exception, like I said it. I have taken this one before. So the boron is an what? Odd number, which is 5. It's not divisible by 2. So what are you going to do here? You have 5 multiplied by 2 plus 1. What do you have? equals to what? This times this is 5 times 2 is 10 plus 1. That should be 11. So this to tell you that the atomic mass of beryllium is 11. Okay, now let's continue. We have the carbon. Carbon, the atomic number of carbon is 6, and 6 is divisible by 2, which means it's an what? Even number. So we have 6 multiplied by 2 equals, it give us 12, and the 12 is the mass number of carbon. Then coming to nitrogen, leave nitrogen there, okay? Leave it there is an exception. I have taken it already. So let's move to oxygen. Oxygen, the mass number, the atomic number is 8, which is an even number. What are we going to do here? They multiply 8 by 2. That should give you 16. All right. Then the next one is fluorine. Fluorine is an odd number. It's an odd number, which is 9. Okay. Therefore, you have 9 multiplied by 2 plus 1. So 9 times 2 is 18. Okay. Yes, 9 times 2 will give us 18, and 18 plus 1 will give you 19. So the mass number of fluorine is 19. So let's move to neon. Okay, as you can see, this neon is having 10 as atomic number, and this 10 is an even number. So you just multiply 10 multiplied by 2 is equals 20, and 20 is the mass number of neon. So this is so simple. So let's move to this side. As you can see, this is sodium, and sodium has an atomic number of, this is 11, and this 11 is an odd number. So what are you going to do here? Just say 11 multiplied by 2 plus 1 will give you what? 11 times 2 is 22, plus 1 is what? 23. So and the 23 is the mass number of sodium. This one, so what is happening here? This is the atomic number of magnesium, and is what is an even number. 12 is an even number. Just multiply it by 2, we get the mass number of magnesium. So what we have, 2 times 12 will give us automatically 24. Okay, let's continue. Now we have the aluminium. As you can see, aluminium is an odd number. It has a atomic number of 13. So to get the mass number, multiply 13 by 2 and add 1. Yeah, add 1. So 13 times 2 will give us what? 26. 26 plus 1 equals 27. Okay, now let's move to silicon. All right, so as you can see, this is divisible by 2. Yes, 2 can divide 14. Therefore, it's an what? Even number. We have 14 multiplied by 2, and we multiply it by 2, we are going to have 28. So 28 is the atomic mass of silicon. Then let's move to phosphorus. As you can see, this is 15. You understand? It has 15, and 15 is an odd number. So multiply 15 by 2 and add 1. So you have 15 multiplied by 2 plus 1. What are you going to have? That should be 2 times 15 is 30, plus 1 will give us 31. So the 31 is the mass number of phosphorus. Then let's move to sulfur. Sulfur is giving us here 16, and this 16 is divisible by 2. So let's continue. Now you have 16 multiplied by 2 equals, now what are you going to do? So 16 times this will give us 2 times 6 is 12. Write 2, carry 1. Okay, then 2 times 1 is what? That should give you 2 plus 1 that you carry, that should be what? 3. So we have 32, and 32 is the atomic mass of sulfur. It's not simple. Wow. Let's continue. So chlorine is an exception. It's an exception. I have taken it initially. So the next one is argon is also an exception as well. Then potassium. Potassium, as you can see here, this potassium is an odd number. It's not divisible by 2. So what are you going to do here? Just write 19 times 2 plus 1. Okay, so 19 times 2, what are you going to have? 19. Yeah, so start from here. 2 times 9 will give you 18. Okay, we give you 18. Then you write 8, carry 1. All right, let's do this. Then 2 times this one, which is what? 2, plus that one you carry, which is 38. 38 plus this one will give you 39. 39. So 39 is the atomic mass of potassium. Then calcium, which is the last one, as you can see, it is 20. Okay, it is 20. So what are you going to do here? You just is an even number. So 20 multiplied by 2 equals 40. All right. So let's move to those exception elements like beryllium. Beryllium, the atomic mass of beryllium is 9. Then the same way atomic mass of nitrogen is 14, while the atomic mass of next one here is chlorine is 35.5, and this one is 40, which is argon is 40. So this is the easiest way to recite atomic mass of first 20 elements. So I'm also going to drop next video is how to recite from 21 to 30. So there's a trick for it as well. So get ready for my next video because I'm always ready to give just easiest way to get all of them. You understand? I believe on trick, and also I believe the shortcut, I mean positive shortcut on how to deal with anything concerning all these science subjects. Okay, if you have not joined us on Telegram, where people are preparing for JAM and WAEC next week, please do not forget to click on the number you are seeing, chat me on WhatsApp so that I can send you the link. There is no time. Don't think of joining next week. There is no time. Yes, the time is now because the earlier you join, the benefits you begin to receive. Understand? You are preparing for something. You are trying to get something huge. You need to start early and prepare for that. Okay, so that under pressure you can still perform very well. That's what I believe. I love you. Bye bye.